In my hot red dress from across the room, he saw me, whispered to me, "Hello, beautiful," sending chills up and down my spine. I wanted to hear him say it again and again and again. He kissed my left hand, then closed it, hiding the one thing that would keep me from his love, the ring. You see, I wanted everything, the husband, the house, the 2 kids, and the dog, but I wanted it in my time. Time kept ticking and my hormones kept crying and kicking. I settled for the first set of pearly whites that flashed my way and put a ring on it. Now every night I cried in that lonely room with my back against his, and I asked myself, why did I get married? I was daddy's little girl, promised the world, but now all I get is do this and do that again and again and again. He swept me off my feet because of his good deeds, had me intermingled in him, feeling guilty because of sin, because grandmama always told me what's done in the dark would surely come to light. So thus began my plight on our wedding night, and thus began the struggle. Stinging words became venomous slaps and physical attacks, so much that the EMS driver knew my first name and came to my rescue from this house of pain. I didn't want to write the diary of a mad black woman, but this man kept taking me there. So one day I just rose up and said, don't make a black woman take off her earrings, it's on. We tried the marriage counselor, didn't work. I asked him to go with me to meet the Browns, the happiest couple at our church and the family that prays. He didn't want to. I know pastor said stick together for better or worse, but worse was really starting to hurt. So one day I told my husband I was going to get a job when really I was going to get him. And I wore that same red dress, gave him my address, the key, and the time. I figured this one is for color girls. And once he said he'd do it, I felt like Christmas. I had to laugh to keep from crying. I didn't want to go to jail, but he told me that he would take this one for me. All I wanted was one big happy family. I can do bad all by myself. With my husband gone, that's exactly how it'd be. That night, as I slipped out to my job, he crept in my husband's room and released his piece. Like clockwork, I called the police. Oh my God, my husband's been shot. I rushed home and saw my husband laid in a pool of blood, and suddenly something came over me. I screamed out, no! What have I done? What will grandmama say? I rushed by his side, held him, prayed and cried. Next thing you know, he opened his eyes and said, I'm sorry. EMS took him away with me inside. The other man hauled off by the police, calling me everything but a child of God. I guess grandmama's prayers worked. Now me and my husband have the best marriage. Even at our class reunion, people tell us how happy we look. As for him, he's locked up. As for me, I filed for witness protection, 'cause I know I've been changed.